What if there was a proven, almost guaranteed path to real personal growth? I mean, a direct route from where you are right now, today, to where you truly want to be. Well, that's exactly what we're going to map out.
It's the big question, right? We all feel it, that gap between the life we have and the one we know we're capable of living. So the real question is, how do we close that gap?
Here's a really helpful way to picture it. Imagine you're standing on a mountain. That's your life right now. Everything you know, all your wins and your struggles. And across this huge valley, you can see another peak shining in the distance. That's the mountain of inner wisdom. It represents a better, more fulfilled version of yourself.
And that's where it gets tricky. You can see the destination, but the path to get there, it's foggy. It looks like there are deep valleys, maybe some dangerous ravines. So what's the smartest way to make that journey?
Well, you really have two choices. You can go it alone. That's the solo path. It's uncertain, it's risky, and it's going to take years of painful trial and error. Or you could take the guided path, a route that's clear, safe, and already proven to work, which means your progress is just massively accelerated.
So who is this guide? In the framework we're looking at, they're called an inner wisdom consultant. But really, just think of them as someone who has already made the difficult journey. They've crossed that valley, they've climbed that mountain of wisdom, and now they've come back to show you the way.
And they don't just point you in the right direction, they've literally paved the way. They figured out where the potholes of uncertainty are and filled them in. They built bridges over those deep ravines that would have stopped you. They've cleared out all the hidden dangers they ran into. They are there to take you by the hand and walk you straight to the top.
Just look at the difference this makes. It's staggering. The guide, they might have spent over a decade, we're talking 13 years, figuring all this out. But because they did all that hard work, your journey, the same journey, could take as little as 6 months. That's the power we're talking about. It's just incredible. Okay, so you get there faster, but what's the whole point of the climb? What exactly is waiting for you at the top of that second mountain? Well, the destination is a state of being called comprehensive wealth.
And let's be super clear, this has very little to do with just money. Comprehensive wealth is a total life transformation. It's about reaching a state where every single area of your life is richer, fuller, and just better.
Let's break that down, because true wealth isn't just one thing. This framework looks at 7 key dimensions. It all starts on the inside, with wisdom and mindset. Then it expands out to your personality and the actual quality of your day-to-day life. It increases your capacity to get things done, and it's all grounded in your physical health and, yes, your material wealth. It's the whole package.
So, how on earth do you climb that mountain so quickly? The method is actually really surprising. In fact, it kind of goes against everything we're normally taught about learning.
The entire philosophy can be summed up right here. Our culture is obsessed with learning more. More books, more podcasts, more information. But the real secret to transformation isn't about how wide you go. It's about how deep.
This chart nails the difference. Learning more gives you a wide but really shallow understanding. It often just leads to more confusion and doesn't create any real change. But learning deeper, that's where you focus on a few core principles. That's what leads to deep transformation, clarity, and true mastery.
The key is to zero in on what this philosophy calls precious knowledge. This isn't just random trivia. These are the foundational ideas that change everything. Concepts like the human structure or the triangle of reality, once you truly grasp these, your entire view of the world shifts.
And how do you learn them so deeply? Simple. Repetition. You go over these core truths again and again until they stop being just ideas you know in your head. They become a part of you, a part of how you operate, automatically.
Now you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but maybe it's not for me right now. But here's the thing. What if this journey isn't just an option? What if it's something we all have to do?
Think about it. At some point in your life, the people you love, your kids, your partner, your friends, they're going to need guidance. They're going to need your help to find their way. And to be a good guide for them, you have to have walked the path yourself. You need this wisdom. It's essential. And this number, this is the real cost of putting it off. Deciding to wait, to figure it all out on your own, that choice could cost you 10, maybe even 20 years of living a better, richer life and being able to help others do the same. Which leaves us with one last, very powerful question. If becoming a guide for the people we love is inevitable for all of us, and if a clear, proven, and accelerated path to get there already exists, then why would you wait? Why not start your climb today?